and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson on first down, going for it all. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They'll put Fuller in motion right. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop her. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. Room here to run. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 55 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On the end around now, this is Nelson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Play action. It's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Again, Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Watson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dansby coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on second down, Palmer. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 44 yards. There you go, play action with Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Johnson on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Palmer. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Play action. Now Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Blair Walsh of the Seahawks approaches and kicks it away. Here we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You going to throw cold water on the man, just like that?
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A third-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration, not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0 start to the season and eventually to the playoffs.
Yeah, bright future for him. Total yardage on the ground, 1327, and 11 total touchdowns for Hunt this year. Smith on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Smith. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Wilson to give to Rawls. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 74 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle side.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the gun, here's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. A Kansas City 1st down. Smith finding Hill that time. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. Throwing again is Smith. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
In motion, the tight end, first down. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Here's Smith now on second down. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin me.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tamba Hali coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. To throw on second down is Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. On second down, Rawls. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 21 yards. And they're going to face a third down. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Smith. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 8-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Smith with a give to Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Out of the gun, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cliff Averill able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable for Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They go again with Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go with Rawls. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. First down, this is Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Smith. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a